Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we'll be looking at the much anticipated, much talked about Futaba T26SZ transmitter. These have only come out this week and I'm really lucky because I've managed to get hold of one. So on that note, just like to say a quick shout out to Nexus Models and especially Paul Gosling, who's hooked me up with one and got it over super quick. So that's what we're doing in this video. We're unboxing it and I'm going to give you my unbiased first impressions of this set. And then we're going to do a series on this. I'm going to talk about compatibility and other features that it has next time around. So this is just the unboxing. You ready for it? Because I am. Okay, so before we get into it, what is all the hype about? So the T26 actually supersedes, I believe, the T18SZ, which is a transmitter I've had now for about the last 3 to 4 years. And I've heard or I've read that they've been talking about this transmitter for a good couple of years. So it is being quite hyped up. And also it's in the same family, well, it's obviously the same family because it's Futaba, but it's the same high end as the T32MZ WC, I think I got that right, World Championship Edition, which is the high-end Futaba set, except this is at a much lower price point than that particular transmitter I just mentioned. So I'm hoping it lives up to the expectations of the 18 with some of the new features on the T16IZ as well would be great in this set, but the quality of the T32. That's what I want. Is that too much to ask? Let's get it open and have a look. So I was just actually chuckling at the box because there's no signs of actually what this transmitter is until you get to this bit here where you get a little tiny sticker at the top. I guess it's only a box, but hey, it actually looks exactly the same as the T16IZ Super Box, which is right next to you. Which is right here. Only difference, the picture. Fair enough. Okay, enough of that. Let's get it open already, Matt. So I actually have a manual. The funny thing was, I actually went online a couple of days ago to try and find the manual because I wanted to confirm something on here, which I'll talk about a bit later on, and I couldn't find it. So it'd be interesting to see if that is a full manual, and actually if they've now got one online, but let's skip that. So in the box, Futaba neck strap. I have a few of those already. You have the, well, that looks like a data cable and also a charging cable, which is charged off of a USB plug. And a Futaba R7214SB receiver, which I believe is one of the high-end receivers. I'll just double check the spec of that later on. That's 12 channel. Actually, I've got my glasses on. That's better. 12 channel plus S-bus, sorry, 14 channel plus S-bus receiver. Dual RX, S-bus 2. Right, I'll take a look at that in a minute. Right now, I just want to have a look at the transmitter. And also in the box, there's a couple of Allen keys. That'll be for adjusting the sticks on the transmitter, the tension I imagine. And also a stylus, if you like, I think for touchscreen. But it's actually got a screwdriver end on it, so we'll have a look at that afterwards. But enough, let's get on with the transmitter itself. So I'm really interested to see how it compares to feel. Because for me, the transmitter's got to feel right in your hand. Obviously you can adjust all the sticks, but does it feel right? Can you get to all the switches without faffing around too much? Okay, so initially, weight feels good. It's slightly heavier than T16IZ. I'll say slightly lighter than the 18. I will get some scales. I know what you're thinking. Just get on with it, Matt. So here we go, all shiny shiny. I'll let you guys check that out. I will remove the plastic in just a minute. You've got two sets of sliders at the back on both sides, obviously for the extra channels. So it does support up to 26 channels, hence the T26. If you're thinking, Matt, do you really need 26 channels? And the answer is no, not at this precise moment, but I may do in the future. So I like the weight. I know some people have been complaining about that gap there in between. I mean, let me just compare. It's the same. It's the same on the 18 without even measuring it, just by putting my finger in there. If anything, I'll say it's a little bit smaller on the 16. I will measure it later on, guys. I just want to have a look at the transmitter itself. So let's peel it off. I'm sure that's going to get dirty at some point. And the top one. Nice. It's just me that finds that satisfying. One of my little quirks. Because what you really need to do if you're trying out a transmitter is if you wear a strap, put the strap on, stand up and get comfortable with it. It just feels, I mean, already, I don't know if it's coming across, but it just feels like it's just a better quality, a step up. We've got the aerial here. Just wanted to check that, so that comes out this way. Pops round. There's a cover in there as well, which I think is for the charge point. We'll have a look in a minute. Standard connector at the back for trainer. And I presume there's also a port underneath there for connecting S-Bus servos, and also a link for the gyros. One of the issues that the 18 has, and I will just show you as I've got it here, is the print. Every 18 I've seen is the print disappears. So you see that saying you've got R left on there, SB or A, sorry, the S has gone completely, and also in here you can see it's disappeared. And that's without even trying. You see it's disappeared at the top here as well. So whatever they use to print that on, it just sucks. So hopefully, I mean, I'm not going to rub my finger across it because I don't want it to disappear, but hopefully it won't. I will let you guys know if it does. All right, let's power it up and have a look at the quality of the screen. It's completely flat, damn it. Right, let me get on charge. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so don't make the same mistake I did. I didn't get very far. I thought I'd better check the battery before I try charging it. And if you remove the cover underneath, try my best not to drop this, you'll find, if you have just bought one of these, the battery isn't connected. Now that wasn't the same for my other transmitters. I'm pretty sure the battery came connected, but in this one it's disconnected. So don't be fooled like I just was. Just simply plug in the wire, and hopefully there'll be enough charge to show you guys it working. So there's the battery just plugged in. There's a socket there so you can charge the battery direct. That's probably so that if the battery is outside the model, if you have a spare battery like that. But let's just oh, there's also the memory card slot at the bottom. What's that take? Yeah, memory card slot there in a nice awkward place. See how easy it is to get the memory card in there later. And we'll be doing a separate video on memory cards, and but more importantly, sorry, compatibility between the different transmitters I have here. What's forwards compatible and backwards compatible. Right, now let's turn it on for the first time. And there we go, she is on. So noticeably on this one, you have a top screen. I'm not sure how much configuration you can do on that top screen. At the moment it's got two timers on there, and the voltage of the transmitter battery, and it will also show you the voltage of the receiver battery as well, if it's a compatible receiver. Same as what we have on the lower screen down here. the screen itself, it feels like a small screen. When I first saw this, I thought, why didn't they just take the screen all the way to the edges? Would that just not have looked a bit nicer? Because this is kind of just dead space. It's made the screen a little bit wider. But it is a higher resolution screen, so I'm told, I've not checked the specs yet, but so I'm told compared to other transmitters, and the software allows you to have a picture of your model, whether it's plane, helicopter, glider, wherever you fly, on the right hand side here as well. So that's probably as far as I'm going to go into. The screen's dimming because it's on a timer at the moment, so the screen will automatically dim to save battery, but you can go and change that in the settings. But right now that looks exactly the same as my other transmitters, just looks like a sharper resolution on the screen, so I imagine that's a better screen in there. Just feeling the switches, just I think are exactly the same as what they use on all the transmitters, or definitely the other two I've got here at the moment. There's no difference there. Now these trims are different, and I can show you that because I've got the other two with me. So on these, close up for you, they're very small. Obviously digital trims, they've been doing digital trims for a long time, but they're very fine and thin. I'm not sure on that at the moment, I think it's just different. Button quality is nice. Exit, user menu. Obviously the screen itself is touch screen. If you're not used to Futaba, you can go ahead and touch that. I'm reluctant to put fingerprints on it at the moment. It's odd because it is going to get fingerprints on it, but I just don't want to touch it right this very second. But let's compare the switches and buttons and what have you to the 16 Super, which is a new transmitter. T16's been around for a little while, but the T16IZ Super has only come out recently, and you see these buttons are very slightly different. They're slightly thicker. They feel the same, but slightly different design. What else is different? The connection for the neck strap's very slightly different, just in design. You've got your right dial right up top here, and left dial on the 18. They're closer to the middle, but obviously the screen's in front here. I can just show you that. You can see the difference there between the left and the right. Hold it straight, Matt. There we go. Weight does feel good. I kind of need to go and get my neck strap, but weight, it does feel good in the hand. It all depends how you hold your transmitter. Some people don't use straps and they hold the transmitters down low at this angle. Others hold them up here. I tend to hold mine directly on my stomach. That's where my strap is, so I can relax my hands because the strap's taking the weight of the transmitter, and then I fly fingers rather than thumbs. I kind of put my fingers on the back of the sticks here. So what I will do is I will lengthen the sticks, and you can do that just by undoing the top section, moving the bottom section up, then screwing the top section back down on top. We'll do that later on. It's got the standard adjustment on the inside as well, on both sticks to adjust the angle. I've covered this in a separate video on a different transmitter, but they're all the same. I like it. So what I really need to do, so first impressions, I like it. I appreciate I've not gone into software. I appreciate I've not talked about all the features and all the technical stuff. I mean, you guys can read that. I'll put a link below to Nexus Models. They've got all the jargon on there, which is where I bought the transmitter from. So thanks again, Paul, for hooking me up. But yeah, initial impression is I like it. I need to go and use it. I need to set up a model on it. I need to see how easy it is to bring my models across to it. Is it compatible? I mean, please let it be compatible. I've got a lot of models and I don't want to be programming back on here. So hopefully it's just a case of dropping the model onto a memory card, putting it in there and it's compatible. But is it also backwards compatible? So I may be keeping my T16IZ Super. I'll probably lose the T18SZ at some point. I'll probably sell that on once I'm used to this one. But I want to be able to go between the two transmitters, change the model on this one. Is it backwards compatible to the other ones? Hopefully it is. So we'll check that out next time around. So initially, guys, it's a short video. It's just an unboxing video. There wasn't much to unbox, but I like it. I like the quality of it. I haven't got a 32 MZWC, I think that's right, to compare it against, which is the high-end transmitter, but I think this is pretty nice. I'm impressed so far. So what I'll do is I'm going to start playing with this and start getting used to it, and I'm going to create a video series for you guys. So if you are interested in this, please follow me on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, don't forget the notification bell as well so you get to find out when the next video is out. You get notified from YouTube, and I'll do a series on getting to know this transmitter, and I'll give you my views on this as well after flying with it for several months. Is it worth the extra price point? Like I said, it is cheaper than the T32MZ WC, I think by about several thousand. This is retailing at around 1,200 depending on where you go, by the way, and again Nexus Models have a very good price on right now. But that is still more money than T18SZ, and it's still a lot more money than the T16IZ. So next time around we'll compare the transmitters as well. So we're going to do compatibility, how easy is it to get models backwards and forwards. We're going to do some setup videos on this as well, and then we're going to do a comparison between the 16, the 18 and this new 26. Guys, I'm going to go and set up a model. I'll see you next time around.